How's it going, you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Maddison Hill, and yes, it's time for another pop off with Maddison. Y'all, I know it has been a long minute since we have done a pop off, but for today's pop off, we are talking about Kim Kardashian because she is once again making headlines for talking about how difficult it is to raise 4 kids all on her own. You know, whenever Kim Kardashian opens up about being a single mom, the internet has a field day, so we're gonna get into that. Plus, we also have this new report from In Touch Weekly, you guys. It's giving us some insight into how Kim Kardashian feels about this very mysterious documentary that Kanye West has been working on. It's set to come out next year, and apparently Kim Kardashian is a little bit nervous about what Kanye could reveal, so we have to get into that. Also, for a little added to you guys, we have an update on Kanye West and Bianca Sensory and where they stand in their marriage. You know, there's been rumors that these two have been having marital issues, and now it sounds like they did have some problems, but Kanye was in denial about the problems. We're gonna get into it. But first, because this is the first pop-off in a very long time, you know, I have to check in and see how the rest of the House of Hill is doing. So let me know how you are, what you've been up to, all of that good stuff down below. My pop-off people, hi, hello. I know it has been way too long since I did a pop-off, and I know y'all are probably a little bit mad at me, and that's why I wanna make sure I apologize. Life has been lifing super hard lately. And while yes, I've been keeping up with the lives and the happy hour hangs, I know lives aren't everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. I wish you would give them a try because they are really fun, but I understand not everyone wants to hear me talk for an hour. Totally get it, and I just wanted to once again confirm I will never abandon pop-offs. I'm just currently trying to juggle about 5,000 things so that way I can get back to this YouTube channel being my primary focus. So just know getting back to pop-offs weekly is always the goal. We just have to do a few things in the interim so we can get back to doing that. Also too, I just want to remind you, if you are a video only person, please consider joining the House of Hill membership because you get a guaranteed video every single Friday. No matter what is going on, if you are a member, you get a video every single Friday, in addition to the members only live on Tuesdays and access to the House of Hill group chat where if tea is happening, we can discuss it in real time. I really know a lot of you pop-off specific people would love the membership. Plus, you know, I have a goal of hitting 200 members before the end of the year, so definitely consider checking it out. You just go to my channel homepage and right next to the subscribe button, you can hit that join button. Give it a try. I promise you won't regret it. Okay, now that we've gotten all of that taken care of, I know some of you are like, Maddison, A, this is the first pop-off in forever, and B, you tea some major Kim Kardashian tea, so can we please get on with it? And yes, we can. So straight to the tea people, go ahead and help out your fellow straight to the tea people by dropping this time code down there in the comments. And now let's get to unwrapping these Kim Kardashian and Kanye West facts. Y'all, I am so happy that long hair Maddison will no longer be here after today. I loved it while it lasted, but I am ready to go back to the bob. Anyway, as y'all know, it's been a while now since Kim Kardashian and Kanye West went their separate ways. Kim filed for divorce back in 2021, and since then, Kim and Kanye's kids have primarily been with Kim Kardashian. We know Kanye has complained about this before on social media, but as of late, pretty much ever since he's been married to Bianca Sensory, he's been traveling a ton, he's gallivanting all over the world with her, and he now appears to be okay with whatever arrangement they have. Meanwhile, Kim is now making headlines for a new interview she did recently, where she opened up about the struggles of raising 4 kids by herself. So Kim sat down on her friend Zoe Winkler's podcast. It's called What the Winkler, which I think is actually a pretty great name. Anyway, you guys, she started the topic off by saying that her and Zoe connected over parenting and, quote, judgment and feeling like sometimes you're in this alone, even though we have great support systems and we have people around us. Kim went on to say that although she often struggles and feels overwhelmed, she does so silently because she's afraid of outside reactions. Kim specifically said, quote, but in the middle of the night when they're all sleeping in your bed, kicking you and crying and waking up, it's not something that I talk about a lot because I feel like there's always a lot of judgment, or people will always jump to the, oh, but you have the resources to have nannies and to have help. And I just think that no matter what kind of help I have, I'm basically raising 4 kids by myself. Kim went on to give an example that although she does have help and she does have a support system, she is often very hands-on with her kids and she's hands-on by herself. As she said, quote, I mean, even carpool this morning, I had 5 kids that I had to take and everyone wants to leave at like different times or wants different stuff. And I feel like I'm at a pit stop of a race car driver, which this just sounds crazy to me because back when we would do carpool, we didn't have a choice of what time we were ready. The parents would let us know what time we needed to be ready. But anyway, you guys, I think this open and honest conversation from Kim Kardashian about parenting is coming at an interesting time. And I'm saying that because we do reportedly know Kanye West has been working on a new documentary. Variety reported this a couple weeks ago. He's reportedly been filming continuously for the past 6 years, and this footage is what's going to be compiled into this documentary. According to Variety, the documentary, quote, promises to offer a unique and cinematic perspective on Ye's public transformation. And according to this new report from In Touch Weekly, y'all, it sounds like Kim is a little worried about what her role in that public transformation might be. Because again, remember, like I said at the beginning, Kim filed for divorce in 2021. Kanye's been filming for 6 years. So they've been separated and apart for a good chunk of the footage they've been recording for this documentary. Now, this In Touch Weekly source said, quote, Kanye's relationship with Kim and her family is not good. And while she tries to keep the peace with him, they've had arguments over the phone that could end up being used in the documentary. And he doesn't care about being popular or liked or politically correct, which we know the Kardashians care very much about all of those things. So I'm sure there is a part of Kim that is really worried that whatever footage Kanye's been cooking up could paint her in a bad light. Now, I will say this documentary is slated to be released in 2025, which thankfully isn't that far away because y'all, I cannot lie, after hearing this, I'm a little intrigued to see what Kanye's been working on. Having said that, I'm sure a large part of this documentary will also include Kanye's marriage to Bianca Sensory, who apparently, you guys, despite them having some marital issues, now they're doing just fine. So we have this new report from The Mirror, and it sounds like this source is saying Kanye is trying to pretend like everything with him and Bianca is perfectly okay and they never had issues despite them actually having some problems. So the source said that Kanye, quote, has been telling people there was never really issues in their marriage, but this insider said the reality is they did face challenges, which remember last month we did hear about these challenges that Kanye and Bianca were facing. A source spoke to TMZ and said that Kanye was going around telling people he was moving to Tokyo, that Bianca was spending time with her family. And this source is saying Kanye was pretending like none of that happened, despite them actually having some real things going on. However, the source added that whatever Kanye and Bianca were going through, it wasn't anything that couldn't be fixed. So I guess that is at least a little positive tea to end on before we make this pop-off official. Y'all, I feel like it's been so long since we've done a shambong. So let's go ahead and really make this first pop-off in the new apartment official and get to it. Okay, you guys, so first up, let's touch on Kanye and Bianca's relationship because it's the freshest on my brain. Despite whatever Kanye West is allegedly telling people, I believe that him and Bianca did go through something. Again, we were hearing reports about how Bianca was spending time at home with her family. We've heard time and time again how Bianca's family is not a fan of her relationship with Kanye. So in my mind, it is plausible that maybe something was going on between these two, but I very much believe that Kanye West could have been in denial about any friction in their relationship. Kanye West definitely strikes me as somebody who is going around telling people everything's fine, everything's perfect. Bianca would never leave someone like me because he thinks he's God's gift to earth. So I do believe that something was going on with Kanye and Bianca. I do believe that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and they're probably on the other side of it now. And I also believe that Kanye West was probably ping-ponging back and forth regarding these problems to people in his life. That sounds on brand for Kanye, in my personal opinion. Okay, having said that, let's talk about Miss Kimberly's parenting comments. Because I will say, it sounds like she is very aware of what people are saying about her online. It sounds like she is very aware that people criticize her for complaining about being a parent. It sounds like she's very aware that people lack sympathy for her calling herself a single parent because of the support system she has and the access to paid help that she has. However, it sounds like it doesn't matter how much anyone drags her. She still struggles and she still absolutely feels the pressure of raising these 4 children all by herself, which I want to say, I'm not going to discount her feelings. I'm not a parent. I'm not a single parent. And I also think just because you have all of the money and resources in the world, that doesn't mean your kids are going to be just fine. I feel like it takes a lot more than just money and resources to make sure that you raise a healthy, well-rounded, functioning member of society. However, before anyone starts coming for me and saying, Maddison, don't defend Kim Kardashian, I want to let you know I'm not letting Kim completely off the hook. Because the way Kim has talked about parenting prior to this podcast interview, y'all know I was not a fan. And I'm specifically referencing how she talked about parenting on the more recent seasons of The Kardashians on Hulu. Y'all know it really bothered me that Kim Kardashian was on our television screens complaining to Mama Kris about how on her birthday, her kids didn't want to do what she wanted to do and how she had to do things that her kids wanted to do on her birthday. Kim was talking about how she had to play video games and drive the kids places when all she wanted to do on her birthday was sit in her bed and eat ice cream and watch her shows. That really rubbed me the wrong way. And it rubbed me the wrong way because I did not grow up with a mom like that, okay? Mama Hill never in a million years years would have complained about driving me to dance when it's her birthday. But that aside, it really irked me because there are so many people who are dying to have children. There are so many people who would love to spend their birthdays doing whatever their kids want to do. So for Kim to complain about such minuscule things, in my opinion, and such petty things, in my opinion, it really just came off icky to me. And don't get it twisted. Moms deserve a break. Moms deserve their alone time. Moms deserve to lay in bed, eat ice cream, and watch their shows. I'm not saying that. Moms give a lot. I'm just saying the way that Kim Kardashian constantly complained about how she was always having to do everything for her kids when she does have access to a support system and resources, and there are so many people who want that and can't have it, didn't sit well with me. But that's just my own personal opinion. And I want to also make it clear, I don't doubt that she has emotional breakdowns at night. I don't doubt that it has to feel lonely and isolating to look at these 4 babies and say, oh my gosh, even though I do technically have a team member, I really feel like I'm doing this solo. I don't doubt that that has to be a lot. Maybe it's just the way that Kim phrases things is what rubs me the wrong way and rubs people the wrong way. Because again, I think people can understand where she's coming from. It's just her verbiage and maybe her tone that doesn't hit for everyone, myself included. And also I want to say, I 1000% believe that Kim Kardashian is shaking in her little boots about Kanye's documentary, okay? You know, if she called him to go off about something, he recorded it. You know that Kanye West is not a fan of the Kardashian family. So in my personal opinion, if he could paint them in a bad light with this documentary, I believe he will do it. Yes, I know Kim and her sisters have this vow that they never publicly say anything bad about the fathers of their children, but the fathers rarely reciprocate that. And I believe that Kanye West, if he can try to turn the public against the Kardashians, I believe he will do it, which is sad because it will put their children in a hard position. But y'all, we know Kanye is gonna Kanye, and I will absolutely be waiting to see what exactly is in this documentary. But in the meantime, I want to hear all your thoughts about this Kim Kardashian and Kanye West tea that we discussed. Let it all out down below. While you guys are at it, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button and don't forget that notification bell. For more content, make sure you guys are following me over on Instagram and TikTok. And of course, don't forget to keep coming back here to check out my YouTube shorts. You guys know if you want to show me a little extra love or you just want to make sure I see your comment, don't forget you can also hit that super thanks button down below. You guys, I once again want to remind you, please consider joining the channel membership, especially if you're a video person. I know you'll love it. Also, you guys know you can check out all of my merch over at my merch store at houseofhill.com. And on that note, y'all, have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!